Wonderful. Nice to see everybody here again today. We had a few more yesterday, but it doesn't matter. This is the culmination of not just a year and a half, because this documentary, we worked on it at the beginning of COVID a year ago, but actually 12 years, because Intentism really was a concept that was conceived by a small group of artists about 12 years ago. And we're delighted to have you here today. And you might be thinking, oh, hang on a minute, the brochure that I got when I came in said Intentism, UK's most controversial art movement. And you might be thinking, what's controversial about intention? What's controversial about authorship? What's controversial about getting your own ideas across to your intended audience? Well, think about the last few years. Think about what's happened, particularly across the pond. Think about the last American administration. Think about what's been said about fake news. Think about what's been said about alternative facts. Think about what's been said about deplatforming people. Think about the whys for that. Why are people saying that you can have your facts and I can have my facts? Why are people saying that you can have alternative truths? Why are people saying that it doesn't matter what you meant by what you said, I don't like that and I'm deplatforming you? Why are people saying it doesn't matter what you intend, I will cancel you? It's really part of the modern zeitgeist, and it's become politically important. And more than that, it's important for all of us, because it's how we communicate and how we understand each other socially. So that's one of the reasons why our ideas are controversial. Does it matter? Well, let me explain a couple of things to you. It mattered enough for a very well-known gallery in London to contact us and call us Mr. Intentism and say that we clearly know nothing about the visual arts. It mattered enough for somebody on Twitter to say that she was reading everything about Intentism to explain about how ludicrous we are. It mattered enough for another blogger to say that he thinks Intentism is a latest idiocracy. It mattered enough for a few years ago when we were at Tate Modern demonstrating peacefully for the security guards to take us away physically from our peaceful demonstration. Yet, it also mattered enough for various philosophers to want to be involved. It also mattered enough for the Royal College of Art to hold a debate about this movement. It also mattered enough for the most preeminent philosopher in the world, Noam Chomsky, to agree, be interested in our ideas and work, and publicly said we can use quotation from him advocating this movement. And it's important enough for us to be here tonight to show you what we believe. We believe that you and I can get across your intended meaning to your intended audience with enough clarity for you to again be pioneers and artists here. Not people that make work that's anemic because they just want to say it can mean whatever you want it to mean, but people who are trailblazers, people with something to say. Why? Because the artists today speak with their heart. We have artists in this movement with chronic illnesses, and their artwork shows that. They're leaving their blood and their heart and their difficulties and their problems on that canvas. We have an artist that's exhibiting today from Nepal that went around on a bike several years ago, painting from city to city, preaching love and acceptance. The artwork is about the artist. Long live the artist. The resurrection of the artist. We're ungagged. We want to be pioneers again. So thank you for coming, and welcome to Intentism, the resurrection of the artist.